We're going to start seated this morning. So if it's helpful to sit up on something, a pillow, a block, whatever, make that happen with your right leg in front of your left leg. So if I bring my feet right up to my pelvis, this gives me more of an external rotation at my hip, the femur bones rolling out. If I bring my legs closer together, I'm still externally rotated, but it's probably it's not probably, it is less of an angle. So you decide if you want it to be a little bit more, a little bit less. It just should feel comfortable. We're going to work into the hips either way. Take your thumb to your pinky finger. This is for the water element. And water is interesting. The element of water always flows in one direction, and it flows with the path of least resistance. And if there is an obstacle, it builds up energy around the obstacle and then it flows around it. It doesn't necessarily get stopped. I guess a complete dam would stop it. But so there's this idea of force with water, of flowing with water. And the reason that yoga means yoke, it literally is signifying yoking two oxen together so that they can plow the fields efficiently, so the water can flow into the fields efficiently. So when you practice yoga, you're aligning your energy to flow with less resistance, to flow around an obstacle, and to go in a direction that is easy, not challenging. Close your eyes. Draw your skull right up above your shoulders, and then see if you can sense your skull bones right above where your neck ends and your head begins, and your sitting bones, as though you were balancing your skull bones right on top of your sitting bones. Now, as you sense the crown of your head lengthening and your skull on top of your spine, on top of your shoulders, your ribs, and your sitting bones, invite any sense of rooting heaviness into the hip that feels like it's not as equally on the floor, on your pillow, or whatever you're seated on. You're not pushing, you're not straining, you're not forcing, but you're noticing where you can allow the body to get a little heavier, a little earthier. Take another breath here. Interlace your fingers so that your right finger is, the right index is the first one on top. Exhale, draw your arms forward, pull your wrists back, drop your chin towards your chest, and let your spine round a little here, flexing. Inhale, lift up nice and tall. Great. Exhale, circle to the left, down and around, up and over. So I'm keeping this rib cage and above. If you feel really comfortable in your back and your hips, you can go deeper. You can make it a bigger circle. So it's your choice. How do you want to circle your body? Just to the left. One more time. Great. Reach both of your arms up and reach your hands behind your back. Interlace again, right finger on top. Roll your shoulders back. Keep your elbows bent. Press your hands together and pull your elbows straight back. Keep your elbows bent. Your hands are on your lower back. And then use your hands to kind of lengthen your tailbone straight down. Great. Bring your hands over to the left waistline. Exhale, draw your left elbow back. Draw your ribs back, and then come back to leveling the pelvis or the sitting bones. Head back, right ear, right shoulder. Take a few breaths, let the neck open. And you might press your head down a little bit, engage the neck on the right side for a moment, just kind of press down, and then relax and don't do any work. We've done a lot of work with the neck earlier. Allow your chin to come towards your chest. Now straighten your arms straight back behind you. Lift your chest up, inhale. And if you feel a lot of work in your hips, stay here. Otherwise, begin to fold forward. And at some point, you might be forward enough that you want to bring your hands around and take an even deeper fold. You can also bring your elbows down and hold your head here. Now, as you come forward of the sitting bones, again, notice if your habit is to lean into the right or the left sitting bone. So do reach back towards the sitting bone that feels like it's not as significant. Keep the shoulders and the face relaxed. 3 more breaths. Place your hands flat, walk back. Great. Lean back and then change the cross of your legs. Interlace now your left finger on top first. Exhale, round your spine, drop your chin to your chest. I'm not pulling my shoulders down, but I am letting them feel settled. Lift everything up nice and tall through your spine, and then circles down and around to the right, big or small. Let it feel good in your body. Keep going. Fantastic. Snap, crackle, pop. Reach all the way up. Hands behind you. Left finger on top again. Keep your elbows bent. Slide your elbows close together. Reach your hands down to your lower back to your sacrum and feel length there. Roll the elbows back nice and tall. Then bring your hands over to your right hip. Pull your right elbow back, head back, ribs back so you're tall. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Feel the heaviness of your head. Now lightly press the left side of your face down, just engaging subtly and slightly the left side of your neck. And then rest. Let the head be heavy, no effort. 2 more breaths. Notice if you're kind of holding the ribs, soften, chin towards your chest. Extend your straight arms back now. Now lift your heart up, a little bit of extension through the spine. Tip forward from your hips. At some point, if you come far enough forward, you'll probably want to bring your hands forward. If you don't come that far forward, you may not need to. You can keep the clasp. And then folding into this hip opener, just a few breaths. Let everything relax. Inhale, extend and lift up, and then walk yourself back. Good. All right. Hands and knees, but facing the long side of your mat, just so that you've got nice support. You're going to extend the left leg out, and you're on your hands and knees. Now, whatever works for you, okay? As you inhale, drop your chest, bend your elbows, and squeeze your elbows in. So it's kind of like knees, chest, chin, chaturanga. And then as you exhale, straighten your elbows, drop your head. Now, if I keep my arms straight and I just do cat-cow here, it's easier. So for sure, I'm going to go to the side so you can see more clearly. If I keep my arms straight and I just do cat-cow, it's just a lot less work for the arms. If I do this chaturanga variation, chest, chin, and you don't have to go that far, you can go halfway down. It's just going to be more work for the triceps. So you make your decision which one feels good. That's it, Paula. Good, Danny. That's it, David. Great, Lori. Just slow it down. That's good, Patty. That's it. And then last one, hold. Drop your head, round your spine, feel your belly turn on. And then tuck your right foot underneath you. So just swivel your right foot underneath your body a little bit. Walk your right hand all the way out to the right and reach your left arm over your ear. So now you're in a modified side plank. Touch your thumb to your pinky finger. Exhale, lift your right knee, or your left knee, excuse me. Inhale, put it back down. Exhale, lift, knee to elbow. Inhale, put it back down. Lift, knee to elbow. Yes, put it back down. Good. And David, just make it smaller so you don't ignite that hip thing. I think it's on the other side, but just be mindful. Good. 3. That's it. 2. So core, hip, shoulder. 1. Now let's hold it up. Reach everything here. Flex your foot and pulse your left leg up, up, up. Good, Stevie Ann. Modified half moon. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring your left hand to your hip. Left leg is long, knee is on the floor. We're holding modified side plank, or if you want to make it more challenging, step your right foot behind your left foot for a stronger variation. Good, Danny, head back. Nice, Barbette. Lift your head up a little, Paula. You felt it, you felt it. Good, Lori. Fantastic, everybody. Nice, really good. Nice, Sid. Come back down. Extend your right leg out. And remember, easy. Don't bend the elbows, cat-cow. Take your time. Try not to rush this. The inhale is arching your back. The exhale is flexing. Or adding in elbows bending a little or a lot. You may notice as you do this variation of chaturanga that your inner thigh also starts to open up a little bit more. So triceps, shoulders, inner thigh. 2 more. Hold the flex spine, drop your head, flip your left foot more underneath you, and then walk your left hand outside so you're in a modified side plank. Right thumb and pinky finger touch for water element. Inhale, arm comes overhead, stretch. Exhale, knee to elbow or almost. Inhale, exhale. Opening the hip, working the waist. Lovely. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach everything out, hold, pulse your foot up. 8, 7, good. 6, activating the hip. 4, 3, 2, 1. Place it down, hold modified side plank, or step your left foot behind your right foot. Side plank. Good, Laura. Great. All right, come out of side plank, take a child's pose, give yourself a moment to let your arms rest. Then walk your hands way, way, way forward. Exhale, come down through half chaturanga. Reach your arms back. Turn your head to the left. Reach back and grab the outer right foot. Take a thigh stretch. Press your hips straight down into the earth. So be mindful that you're not rolling into your right hip. Rest your head. Really let go through your neck. Now gently press the right side of your face into the earth about 3 breaths, just activating the right side of your neck with a little bit of stimulation. Relax your neck, press your pubic bone down, press your right thigh straight down. Release your right leg, turn your head to the right, reach back, grab the outer foot with your left hand. Good. Press your pubic bone down. Now press the left side of your face into the mat, not aggressively, but enough that you feel like you're working the side of your neck a little bit. Relax, no work, soften your jaw, and then deepen the thigh stretch by pressing your left thigh into the earth. Try not to roll to your left as you do this. And notice where you're feeling a stretching sensation. Fantastic. Release. Come into a low cobra pose. Press your thighs down, roll your shoulders back, lift your chin slightly, press your head back very lightly. Pull your navel in, exhale back to child's pose, but keep your arms nice and long. Inhale, shoot forward to tabletop, tuck your toes, exhale, lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Wrap your triceps down, reach your arms forward. Inhale, slowly put your knees onto the mat. Untuck your toes, arch your back. Exhale, round your spine. Keep your arms reaching forward, hips back. Inhale, flow to a half plank. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, exhale, down dog. Inhale, slowly lower your knees. Untuck your toes, arch your back. You can bend your elbows even here. Exhale, round your spine, hips back, arms forward. Inhale, pull to half plank. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, exhale, down dog. Inhale, slowly lower the knees. Untuck your toes, same inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round your spine, hips reach towards child's pose. Inhale, pull to a half plank. Now, if I want to make it stronger, I tuck my toes, I lift to plank, and then I take down dog. If I want to make it easier, I just come from here to down dog. I don't add that little extra plank in. Knees down, arch the spine, untuck. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, half plank. Either lift your knees or keep them slightly down and come back to down dog. Exhale. Good. Inhale, lower your knees, arch your back. Exhale, sit back. Child's pose. Good. Inhale, half plank, or right away full plank. Lift your knees. Good, Molly. Or right away full plank. Exhale, down dog. Really nice. Inhale, knees down, arch. Exhale, child's pose. Excellent, everybody. Nice, Sid. Inhale, half plank or right away full plank. You've got it. Exhale, down dog. Love it, Laura. Great, Stevie. One more time. Inhale, cow pose, arching your back. Great. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, half plank or full plank. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing. Wonderful. Take 3 breaths. Love it, Noreen. 3 breaths here. That's it, Barbette. Spread the upper shoulders wide. You've got it. Meet me at the top of the mat when you're ready. Standing forward fold. Lift and spread your 10 toes, just waking up the feet for a few breaths. Lift and spread the toes and then put them down on the mat. Reach your weight forward. Make your inner thighs reach down into the earth. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana, long spine, reaching from your mid-back to the crown of your head. Get longer, more front to back. Exhale, fold deep. Press into your feet, sweep your arms all the way to the sky. Samastitihi, hands to heart. All right, turn your right knee out, bring your right foot next to your left ankle for a low tree pose. Bring your left arm across your body and use your right elbow to hook. Breath here, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Inhale, reach everything up. Exhale, turn your foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, release, big step back with your right foot, lower your knees. Lower your right knee, excuse me. Press into your left foot, reach your arms to the sky, rise up. Interlace your hands to your heart, right finger on top first. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, circle. So you're steady through your legs, but your upper body is moving, which might make your lower body feel balance challenged. One more time, circle. Then reach your arms all the way up. Inhale. Great. Exhale, hands to the earth. Downward facing dog. Inhale, full or half plank. Exhale, lower to the earth. Inhale, come into Sphinx pose. Bend your right knee. Take your left hand behind your body, hold your right foot, and then square your shoulders, square your hips. Pull the foot in and across. This gives us a slightly different stretch. Now press your left hip down a lot. Press your left hip down a lot. So it's not same arm, same hand, it's opposite arm, foot. This gives you a different stretch across the quadricep. Deep breath in, full breath out, release. Come back to Sphinx pose, pause. Those of you who want more work, tuck your toes, draw your pelvis towards your rib cage, and then lift from your center straight into forearm plank. Good, Paula, really good. Forearm plank, otherwise you're in Sphinx posture. Okay, those of you in forearm plank, rejoin Sphinx. Bend your left knee, reach back with your right hand, hold the foot to your thigh. Press your left hip down, square your shoulders forward. So you're not leaning too much. You want to try to keep everything symmetrical here. Release. Come down, back your hands up, cobra pose or upward facing dog pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, bend your knee, open your hip. Exhale, circle your right knee towards your right shoulder. So if I stay in down dog and I circle, it's not as much work for my upper body. If I circle and I pull to plank, it's more core work, it's more shoulder work. Exhale, circle. 3. Circle can be big or small. 2. 1. Place your right foot outside, hands to the inside. Lizard pose. Option A, keep your arms straight. Drop your head. Option B, come down onto forearms. Option C, reach your right arm up, reach back, grab your left foot with your right arm, open your chest. Very, 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 very nice. Let this feel good. You might even rock side to side. You might even rock side to side. Don't worry about getting anything right on this pose. Just let your body move and feel the opening, whatever version you're doing. Now, if you've got your foot, release, straighten your leg, step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, full deep. Press down, rise up, reach up. Nice, stand center. Turn your left knee open, low tree. Bring your right arm across your body, hook with your left elbow. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Breath. Lift everything up, inhale. Feet forward, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Left foot back, knee comes down. Press into your right foot, reach your arms to the sky. Good, Noreen, lift up. Left hand on top of right hand, interlace. Bow forward. Lunge deep, lift your arms. Circle to your right. Navigate the difference between keeping yourself rooted, ooh, or not. That was a fall over. 2 and 1. Arms reach to the sky, inhale. Exhale, back to the earth, straighten your back leg, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, full breath out. Shift forward, plank or half plank, exhale, lower. Sphinx pose. Bend your right knee, same hand, same leg. Right hand grabs for the inside of your foot, angle your elbow up, draw your heel outside of your right hip, draw your left shoulder back. Some of you can straighten your left arm. Pull your right hip in. Breath. Release. Forearms, Sphinx, or hips to ribs, tuck toes from the center, forearm plank. Good job. That's it, David. Good job. Good, Stevie Ann. Awesome, Sid. That's it. All right, hips down. Bend your left knee, left hand inside. That's what you're going for. You may or may not get that. Spin your elbow to the sky, pull your left foot towards your outer hip, and then root your left thigh down. Roll your shoulder back. Remember, you can straighten your right arm if you need a little more jazz. Hold. These kinds of stretches for me personally are the hardest, so I tend not to do them. Release, back yourself up, cobra or up dog, exhale, down dog. All right, lift your right leg up, bend your knee, open your hip, little or big circles to the hip. If you pull towards plank, it's going to be a little more vigorous. Otherwise, stay in dog. We did 8 circles. Oiling up the hip joint. And then we stepped that left foot outside of left hand, lizard. So lizard can be done with the arms straight, the head dropped. We can come down onto the forearm. We can stay up or not and reach back. So your arm can be straight or your elbow can be bent, reaching your left arm to right foot. And this is just an option. You don't have to take the thigh stretch here. And then let it feel good as it can be. It might be really challenging. Rock your body side to side or whatever feels good so that you're in the pose, but you're not trying to get anywhere with the pose. You're just allowing your body to move in a way that feels like you're opening, you're flowing. If you do have the foot, release, straighten your leg, step forward, standing forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Press down, rise up, reach up. Samastitihi, hands to heart. Fantastic. Okay. Turn your right knee open, low tree, or bring your right foot to the inside of your left knee. Keep your hips facing forward. Bring your left arm on top of your right, or eagle. So low tree or foot at the knee joint. I've kind of got the arch of my foot right at my inner knee. So as long as you keep some integrity through the inner knee, you're actually strengthening the ligaments there. You'll notice your ankle wobbling around. That's good. That's strengthening for the ankle. All right, hold eagle or your chest. Turn your knee forward. Bend your left knee and evolve to warrior 3. Bend your left knee, soft landing. Lift into warrior 1. Now reach your arms to the sky. Inhale. It's not a big warrior 1. Good, Patty. It's a small one. Good. Left knee is bent. Exhale. Bring your hands to your heart. Make your right leg very strong, and then turn your chest to the left. Upright or hooking your right elbow outside of your left knee. Strong reach through your right foot. Lengthen from the back of your waist all the way through the crown of your head, and then turn open. Left hand is pressing down on right hand to give you a lift through your chest and through your waistline. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Press into your back foot. Reach all the way up to the sky. Inhale. Nice, Molly. Exhale, hands to your hips, elbows draw back. Or right hand and left hand interlace, arms draw back. Lift your chest up. Roll your right hip forward. Option A, here. Option B, half fold. Option C, resting the left side of your body on your left thigh. Option D, inside of your left thigh, head drop. Lift your arms super high the more forward you are. If you're not holding the clasp, then squeeze your elbows in as much as you can. All right, release your hands. Pivot onto the ball of your right foot. Plank or down dog. Skip chaturanga, hold plank, or take chaturanga into cobra, up dog. Skip anything you need to. Nice. Great. Awesome. Exhale, we meet in down dog. Top of the mat when you're ready. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, fold in deep. Press down, rise up, reach up. Samastiti. Nice, Paula. All right. Left knee turns out, low tree or foot right at the inner knee. Hips are facing forward. Right arm on top of left or eagle. Squeeze the inside of your right knee and lengthen from your inner right thigh down towards your big toe. This should create a little more stabilization for that right leg. Turn your left knee forward. Bend your right knee, evolve warrior 3. Bend your right knee, soft landing, warrior 1. It's not a big warrior 1. Arms reach up, inhale. Exhale, circle your arms behind your back, bend your elbows, hold, or interlace left hand and right hand. Lift your heart. Strong through your left leg, hips are facing to the top of the mat. Now, option A, option B, a slight fold forward, which might feel better on the low back. Option C, I rest on my own thigh. That's a nice option. And then to the inside is just a little deeper. Inhale, press strongly into your back foot, lift up. Great, Lori. Exhale, right to plank or down dog. Dog is a great place to build strength and skip the rest of the flow. Otherwise, from plank, you can decide half plank, full plank. Chaturanga Cobra Up Dog, we meet in Down Dog. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Rise high to the balls of your feet. Bend your knees, empty your breath. Come to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold deep. Press down, rise up, reach up. Samastitihi. Oh, I know what I forgot. I forgot something. How rude. All right. Just step your left foot back. Just step it back. Hands at heart. Twist to your right. Hold. Or hook your left elbow outside of your right knee. Press your top hand down. Lengthen your mid-spine to the crown of your head. Turn your chest. Awesome. Fantastic. Press into your back leg. Reach your arms to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold deep. Press down, rise up. Samastitihi. All right, thumb touches pinky finger. Turn your right knee out, low tree, or tree at the knee, or tree above the knee. See if you can do it hands-free so that you're training the hip. So if I use my hand to pull up, I'm increasing the range of motion, but I'm not training my hip to get stronger. So those are all options. Tree pose with water mudra. Lengthen the inseam of your left leg into your left foot. Deep breath, in and out. Get taller. And you might even start to contemplate where you'd like to feel a little more flowy or less resistance. Less resistance. I know you think that you can't drop the resistance, but you can if you decide to. Now turn your right knee forward, sweep your arms back, keep the mudra, kind of come into half moon through a sort of warrior three situation, and then open your arms, hands free. Hands free. Yeah, your left knee can be bent. Now, reach back, grab your right ankle. Reach your left arm forward. Ardha Chandra Chapasana. Hang on. Now turn forward. Square your hips. Hold or reach your left hand down. Grab. Thumb and first pinky finger, right arm lifts. Lift your chest. Breathe. Square your shoulders. And then bring your right leg back. Reach forward. Variation of warrior three. You might bend your left knee for balance. Keep your right hip turned down. Release. Standing forward fold. Absolutely. You could just come over to a piece of furniture and do those holding one hand down so you've got a little more help, right? All right. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, the right foot moves back either to plank or to dog. You decide. Hold plank or dog, skip the flow, or take half or full chaturanga cobra up dog. In down dog, lift your right leg up, open your hip. You can bend the knee and move the leg back, and you can even flip your dog. Good, David. Good, David. Awesome. Love it, Stevie Ann. Great. Love it. Meet me back in downward facing dog, please. And then come to the top of the mat, walker hop. Good. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Press down, rise up, reach up. Samastitihi. Water mudra, thumb and pinky finger. Left knee turns out, low tree at your knee, or practicing lifting above your knee without moving your hands. Lengthen your inner thigh down into your foot. Let the crown of your head shine up. Turn your left knee forward. You're flowing really past a warrior three, right into a turnout, half moon. Right hand could be resting on something or not. And then reach back, grab your left ankle with your left hand, Ardha Chandra Chapasana. Reach your right arm forward. Right knee can be bent. Square everything off, stand up. Just like a basic thigh stretch, variation of Natarajasana. Thigh can move back. Or for the challenge, change hands. Right hand grabs left, left arm lifts, thumb and pinky finger. Move your thigh back, stay upright, or come into a variation of warrior three. Keep your right knee bent if that helps with the balance. Slowly come up and release. Awesome. Great, Patty. Inhale, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Left foot, right foot, down dog or plank. Flow or skip the flow. All right, in down dog, lift your left leg up, open your hip. You can bend the knee or not, and you can flip your dog if you like. Fantastic. Come back to down dog. Flow one more time, plank, half plank, chaturanga cobra, and then we'll meet in child's pose. Now, those of you who've been flowing more, if you want to do a handstand or headstand somewhere in your room up against the wall, go for it, or take 2 more flows. Those of you who've been flowing less, stay in child's pose. Great. Great. And then we're going to meet seated in deer pose. We haven't done deer in a long time. I'm going to give us a whole bunch of different options. So I'm starting with something that's pretty accessible for everybody. I've got my right knee at a 90-degree angle to the top of my mat. So it's like a number 7. I've got my left foot behind me. So now I'm getting an internal rotation in this hip and an external rotation in this hip. Okay, I can probably get a little more flexibility and intensity if I bring my left hand across and my right arm around. So I'm adding a twist, which helps to open up the back hip. Okay, so this would be something that all of us can do. I could also walk forward and angle my upper body over my right knee. So I'm still doing a little bit of a twisting idea. And this probably brings it out of my back hip and into my front hip more. And I'm saying probably because everybody's a little different, obviously. Now, some of you are okay with pigeon. We've set up for pigeon with the traditional leg all the way out. That can be really aggressive on the knee and on the hip. But that's an option. Or I come up, and if I can't maintain this shape, I pull my right foot just back, and you see I'm more on the top of my foot. This protects the knee. So I'm bringing my right heel toward my left hip bone and I'm squaring the hips. I can fold forward from here, which gives more outer hip stretch, or I stay up and this gives more psoas stretch, more stretch here. Now, of course, I can also do what we've been doing. I can reach back with my right hand and draw my foot towards my outer right hip with my right hand. Or I can reach back with my left hand and draw slightly across. On this one, though, I've got to be mindful that I keep my left hip coming forward. Good. If you've got any variations, I saw, of the thigh stretch, release. Those of you who want to flow between side 2 and side 1 and side 2, flow. Those of you who don't, stay in the pose. 4 more breaths. And then roll to your right hip, come out of the pose, and we'll start over. So starting with, and this is not alignment that I'm a big proponent of. So getting this angle in full pigeon, I almost think nobody, including myself, really should be doing this too much after the age of, I don't even want to say a number. But here it's pretty accessible. And I might get a deeper opening by taking my right arm across and adding a twist or coming forward. And so those of you who always feel like when someone says, let's do pigeon, you have to go to eye of the needle on your back. This is a great way for you to feed more towards a pigeon instead of heading right to your back. Okay. It gives you the same work, but your body weight's probably giving you a little more hip opening than when you're just straight on your back. Okay. I can, of course, turn this into a full-blown pigeon if that's comfortable in the knee and the hip. I can soften the angle slightly by bringing the top of my left foot towards my right hip. And that's important. You're not flexing your foot in this position. I can come down. I can stay up. I can add the thigh stretch, same arm, turning my hip down. I can do this funky thigh stretch, opposite hand. That gets a little bit more, you're still in the quad, but you're probably a little more towards the outer quad than the first one. I'm squaring my hips to the best of my ability if I'm in these more upright pigeons. If you've got the thigh stretch, release. If you're flowing, flow. If you're not flowing, hold for 4 more breaths. And then coming out of the pose. Okay. Bring your right leg in front of your left leg for Sukhasana, where we started. It can be a bigger Sukhasana by bringing your feet closer and letting your knees be angled out. I'm going to give 2 different options so that you can do this pose with as much ease and less resistance. Option A, we stay up. We sit on our hand, on the left hand. We bring the crown of our head over our 2 sitting bones, and then we drop right ear, right shoulder. In this option, it's almost like a meditation. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, left hand heavier to the earth. And you just passively seated, opening your neck and breathing. Inhale up, exhale down. All right. Option B, full forward fold, letting your head rest on the earth. Or on your hands or on a block. Soft jaw, Soft neck, heavy head, either position. All right, those of you in the neck stretch, chin to chest, and then bring your hand out. Those of you in the forward fold, rise up slowly. Left hand crosses, right arm behind your back. Lift your chest up. Everyone, right ear, right shoulder. 5 breaths. Chin to chest, unwind. Change sides. Right hand palm down. Left ear, left shoulder. Inhale, find a lift. Exhale, find a heaviness through the heel of your right hand. Inhale is a lengthening breath. Exhale is a releasing and softening breath. Continue or forward fold. Those of you in the neck release variation, chin to chest, bring your hand out. Those of you in the forward fold, slowly come up. All right. Bring the soles of your feet together, not too close. So don't pull in really close. Soles of your feet together. Arms here. Lift your knees and lower. Lift your knees and lower. This is the easier ab work. Lift and lower. We've done a lot of core work. All the standing stuff on one leg, you're doing core work, but we didn't do like classic abdominal work. So lift and lower, or lift, lift and lower. Lift and lower. So feet up a little stronger, feet down a little easier. Good, Danny. That's it. So it's not so much, Danny, it's not in and out. It's close and open, like a clamshell, close and open. Woo, 4, 3, woo, 2, 1. All right. Forward fold, option A. This is Omega pose, so it's not as close as Baddha Konasana. Option B, with or without blocks, more restorative, on your back. So probably a little deeper work to stay up and forward fold. Little softer to come down onto the mat and just let yourself passively open. You decide. Those of you still seated, inhale slowly up. And then we all meet on the back. If you practice shoulder stand and you love to practice shoulder stand to close your practice, take yourself through that. Otherwise, Draw your right knee to your chest, extend your right leg to the sky, hamstring, left knee bent, little easier, left leg long, little deeper. Now take your right leg a little bit over to the left until you feel the stretch shift towards your outer hip. Nice. Bend your right knee and turn it into a twist. Come back through center. Start with both knees bent just so that we come in without being aggressive about it. Draw your left knee to your chest, extend your left leg to the sky, and then decide if you want to extend your right leg long. Take your left leg slightly to the right. Bend your left knee, turn it into a twist. Exhale back through center. Hug knees to chest or armpits or a full happy baby. Closing practice, constructive rest, feet wide, knees together. Soles of the feet, knees open, Baddha Konasana, or two straight legs. As always, if you prefer to do seated meditation over Shavasana, that would be another option. Now, as you're resting, imagine your favorite kind of water. It could be in nature, it could be a bath, it could be a jacuzzi. What is your favorite way to experience water that feels totally safe, nurturing, and nourishing? Transport yourself. Imagine that right now you're simply resting and reviving in that water, supported, buoyant, relaxed. Continue to rest or take some time making your way to closing seat. So there are times when we feel really stuck, limited, resistant to not going with the flow, which is different seasons can create that, different things that are happening in our life. And sometimes we can't always get to it from the emotional or the mental. But in the practice, in the physical practice of yoga, give yourself permission to flow, to move, to color outside of the lines, to go where your body says, ah, yes, this is easy. We don't always have to effort, try, manipulate the physical practice. The more you practice letting go physically on the mat, the easier it is to find places in your life off of the mat to do the same process. Inhale, reach your arms up. Join your hands. Exhale, bow in. With gratitude, namaste.